What are your experiences at EuRoC?
Is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got? Make it to your bottom, you just gotta keep on digging. Whether you doing it for the family, if you doing it for some millions. Cause it don't matter either way, that's any season, any day. Baby, I grew up in winning ways, so I'm not about to play. I paid all my dues and learned the game, yeah, the harder way. To conquer enemies, I hit the mark and take their heart away. I never been a loser, I'm a king like Martin Luther. Even when I'm not open, I drop the shot cause I'm a shooter. I only got one question.
Tak jakby nie poszedł zapalnik, a otworzył się main. Tak. Moim zdaniem to tak wyglądało.
No.
So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got? 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 Is that all you got?
We participated in last year's EuRoC. Unfortunately, due to some issues with one of the subsystems, we weren't able to actually launch. But the overall organizational part of the competition is really good. It's because I think we had a little bit more experience with the SpacePort America, so we were kind of able to compare those two events. But the European competition is really great. There's a lot of great teams there. It's a little bit smaller than the Spaceport, I think, because only 20 or 20-ish teams participated last year. Yeah, but still, it was a really fun experience. A lot of lessons learned, and we really were able to meet a lot of great people and talk to teams from all over Europe. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it was most of all the great learning opportunity, because for a lot of us, that was actually the first time they took part in such a competition and the first time they were trying to launch a rocket. So definitely we learned a lot about, doing such a project in this.
When it comes to this year's EuRoC, unfortunately, since we're basically leading two separate major projects at the same time, the project being the rover and the sounding rocket, the budget for those activities is the main concern, I think, and both teams participated in the SpacePort America and the University Rover Challenge in the United States. So yeah, so this year we decided to focus more on the research side of our activities and hopefully participate in the next year's EuRoC.
What are your experiences at SpacePort America Cup?
Basically, for all of us, it was the first time this year to be there. Some members of our team has been there before, and I think the last 2 times were phenomenal from what I've heard. Really enjoyed it. It's a lot bigger event, over 100 teams. So yeah, the launches are like non-stop. You basically hear the rockets launching every 10 or 15 minutes. So yeah, that's really yeah, it's something that is worth experiencing and worth seeing. Yeah, and I think we're looking forward to the next year's competition. This year we had there were some issues with the experimental sounding rocket solution organizational part, I think, of the competition. But yeah, I think we're still really looking forward to the next year, and hopefully we'll be able to go there with the liquid propelled rocket. Yeah, and we'll see.
Yeah, I also wanted to stress that SpacePort America Cup is like the biggest event of the year for the rocket team, and it takes place almost at the same time as University Rover Challenge, which is the biggest international competition of space rovers. So these are 2 very big events at the same time, and it's always just a giant amount of effort, not only to prepare both constructions for the competition, but also to get the funding from university and from sponsors to be able to send so many people to United States for the competitions. And we always with the marketing team, we always try to promote our participation in these competitions as much as we can, and we send mails to our sponsors and to media and to university to show how the competitions are going. There's always a lot of information about that on our social media, and we also, from recent years, we also have quite a lot of interviews with Polish press about SpacePort, as we I think last year we were actually first on SpacePort America Cup in our category, but it was in virtual because due to the COVID we were unable to attend on place, and 2 or 3 years ago we had second place. So this is really for us a big goal to go there next year and be able to launch and maybe win this time.
And the third place this year, so yeah, the podium still is ours. So
I'd like to mention one thing that isn't great about SpacePort America, and that is definitely the logistics of getting there from Poland. So transporting the rocket and transporting all the people is a huge effort, and it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, and a lot of money just to get to the competition. And frankly, from our perspective, I don't know if you will agree, but I'd say the logistics side of it was probably almost as much of a challenge as the participation itself, with all the issues that we have had along the way. So I'd say it is definitely worth considering how we can support the European side of things, so that these European teams, which might not have the funding necessary to fly all the way to the United States with the rocket, how we can make it easier to launch here in Europe. And I'm actually kind of alluding to the OpenLaunchInitiative, which I think is something that you are, definitely doing great work on. So we would definitely be interested in making it easier to launch here, so that it can be made easier both for us and for other teams to simply get more opportunities to launch and make it more convenient, and thus conduct more tests, conduct more missions, and generally make it more popular here.